Hello, family and friends of Silver Creek Church of God. This is Pastor Mark here, the transitional interim pastor. And I just want to try to do something special for our church family and their friends and family this week. I just want to try to encourage you as this is Holy Week. And I realize, and everybody realizes, we're not going to be getting together personally. But I sort of wanted to give us an opportunity over the next few days here during Holy Week to just explore a word, a topic, a verse, something that will help us to get through this week, but also maybe to take our mind off of what's happening in our world. And we can't leave our world, we're in the midst of our world, but I believe that God has something to say to us during Holy Week. And so today is Monday, and what I want us to do today, yesterday was Palm Sunday. I sort of want to continue the journey through this Holy Week. And it says that after Jesus went through on the triumphal entry, as he entered into Jerusalem, this is what Luke tells us happened after he said that the stones were going to cry out if the people of Jerusalem did not praise him and worship him. Luke says in chapter 19, verse 41, and when he drew near and saw the city, he wept over it. And that is the word I want us to focus on today, the word wept. Jesus literally cried as he looked over the city of Jerusalem. This past fall, I had the privilege of being in Jerusalem myself and being on the Mount of Olives. And I can see where Jesus entered into the city, whichever angle he came from. As he entered in, he could see the city of Jerusalem in all of its glory, but yet also in all of its pain. And it says that Jesus wept. Not Jesus just had a little tear. We learned yesterday with the story of Lazarus how Jesus wept. And I said that the word weep actually means to cry out, to be in anguish, to be in pain, to be in sorrow. He let his emotions come to the forefront. And I believe the word sorrow or lament or the word to cry out to God is what we need to focus in on today. As we prepare for Good Friday and for Easter, I just want us to pause and just acknowledge what is going on in this world today. Many of us have anxiety, we have stress, either about the illness, about our finances, about our job, about not being able to see other family and friends, not being able to gather as a church. But the word that I want us to focus in on today, that Jesus wept, or the word lament, is to understand that it is all right to lament. In fact, some of the anxiety and the stress that maybe we're feeling today is actually grief. We may be grieving over the loss. And again, the loss of an income, loss of a job, just the loss of relationships, the loss that we're feeling from people and community. And we're in a stage where we're lamenting. And so to make this real practical this week, I just would encourage you maybe to get out a piece of paper, a 3x5 card, and I just would encourage you to write out all the things that you are lamenting today. It could be your health, it could be your marriage, it could be the ramifications of this stay-at-home order. It may be the ramifications of this pandemic. And maybe what you need to do is just acknowledge before God that your heart is broken. And you need to cry out to him, and you need to lament. One of the places that I like to go, and I'm a man who have experienced a lot of sorrow, a lot of grief with the loss of two children, Marcus and Mariah, and the loss of parents and grandparents and other family members. And I've experienced that grieving time. And I go to the book of Psalms, because I'm reminded in the book of Psalms that God takes all of our tears, all of our emotions, all of our pain, and he writes it on a scroll. Or it also says that he takes our tears and puts them in a bottle. And so I would encourage you as we begin this journey through Holy Week with a stay-at-home order, take some time, some pause, and write out your laments. And then I would encourage you to cry out to God, realizing that God cares for you. And go back and read Luke 19, verses 41 through 44, and just what happens after Jesus entered into Jerusalem. He was shaken, he was disturbed, and he lamented. God bless you, and have a great day.